Hello and welcome back to some more Star Citizen content. We're talking ships again today. I want to give out my final thoughts for the RSI Meteor that I did some flights testing the combat for well over past 7 days, and I just need to get this out the way so this is finished up for just my final thoughts on this ship here. Over my testing over this ship for well over a past week here is I learned that it's very squishy, I would just say, for my kind of taste. And it does have large guns. It's got the size 5s. Initially when I talked about the ship review for the weapon layout, it's got 2 size 5 weapons, it's got 4 size 3 guns up there, it's got a couple missiles down here at the bottom, so it's got plenty of firepower on there. It's pretty quick. So what I've learned on this ship when I've used it is I needed to typically go around the enemy and essentially try my best to play that interdiction role. So what I would typically do is with this ship is I'd go around, and for the bounty contracts I just go in quickly, fast as I can, and I would make my attack run and try to put much DPS as I can to a single target, fly by. Basically just a back and forth combat fight. So fly in, get out immediately, and then turn around and take a 180 and make another attack on this ship is what I've learned how to use it. It is, I would say, not typically how I like to play combat in this game. When I do combat for those HRTs, MRTs for those contracts, I focus more on the HRT side for this ship. I just didn't personally have any luck of doing the ERT contracts besides like a few, like the connies that you can typically take out with this ship here. So overall, I think this is a very beautiful ship. I like the look of it. I do think that it is a niche ship, and it's just weird. It is. I initially, when I was thinking about doing this video, I was trying to think how I could compare this ship initially to other fighters in this class. And this was classified, I believe, as a medium fighter, so I couldn't really find something that was the same role besides the Buccaneer. But again, that Buccaneer is a way cheaper ship that is a light fighter that does that same interdiction role where it's got big guns, it's a glass cannon, you just want to get your attacks in, get out, same exact thing. But for my final thoughts, just going over the price tag of this ship, I mean, they're asking for $260 for this ship, which is very expensive for a fighter. I believe it's the only medium fighter as well that's got a medium interior. I do like the look of it. Like I said, it's a very beautiful looking ship. It is just not for my taste for what I want to do for myself. And when I asked a few others about their thoughts on this, they pretty much kind of agreed in the same way. What I was thinking was it's a very niche role, and that it's that interdiction attack, put much DPS as you can in that run, get out, take a 180, head back in, or try to stay out of range from the firepower, typically from laser repeaters and cannons. And I believe that I was told there was like 2.5 or 3 kilometers, like if outside of that bubble range, typically, just to get in and slowly get out when you're making your attack runs. I just couldn't personally for myself nail that down, so I was just trying to fly in quick as I can and do that. Anyways, what I was trying to get on with this is that if people are looking for just my thoughts, and just when I was trying to do a comparison here and just final review of this ship here, my thoughts were, okay, so something exactly at $260, what can I get for the exact same price points? There's only a few ships that came to mind when I was trying to do my research on this, and that's why I have these pulled out. So if I wasn't totally satisfied with this and I just want to get rid of it over the next couple of days, I would just stick to the MSR. But I already own the MSR. This is also $260, same price range. This one is totally a different class though. This one is just for the, so let me just reiterate. So I'm thinking in my mind, just for $260 for the value of the ship. What are ships in that line for $260? That's what I'm comparing that to for the value of the money. That's all. If you want me to maybe make corrections later down the road or future videos while I'm doing final thoughts on this, let me know. I was trying to originally, like I mentioned, compare that to other fighters, but it's just for 260 and for its role, it's just very unique, and I couldn't find anything within the same price within $5 to $10, just the same exact thing besides the buck, but that's like half the cost. So yeah, but yeah, let me know in the comments of what you think about this. But let me move on here. So we got the MSR. This one is $260. This is your data running ship. It doesn't have the data running features in the game, but I mean, there's plenty that you can do with this ship here, and this is made for that data running hauling. But it does have 2 turrets, so it's got one down here at the bottom, and it's got another one. I was just showing it all the way up top. It's got another turret on top as well. So basically, this is like your Star Wars Millennium Falcon on here. So that's what that is. It's got a couple of missiles on here, and that's a pretty large ship for, I believe this one is classified as a medium ship. So it's pretty large for its size. And when you go in here, it does have plenty of cargo. So this just has tons of space in the back. I forgot the number of SCU, but it does take a lot of SCU in the back. So if you're interested in this ship for bringing some friends along, or you want to do cargo hauling, this is a pretty good idea for a ship. We don't have data running yet, so that would be another feature that this ship has. And there's just tons of hallways, which are okay. I kind of wish they would rework that in this ship. This one's one of the older ships in the game. Not that old, but it's a ship that's been around for a good hot minute here. Another ship here that was also in the $260 range when I was comparing is the Guardian QI. And I just noticed this is the Guardian MX. So yeah, I don't believe I had a QI when I was trying to pull from this, but this is essentially what the QI looks like, kind of. The only difference with the QI is the 2 size 5 guns on this. So these are 2 size 4s. The QI, this will have a gun like right here in the side, and another gun over here in the other side here. And it's also got a quantum interdiction in the ship itself, and I mean, same. So it's very similar to the Meteor in some ways. It's another fighter. It's got an interior space in here, and I'll just kind of pop in here. So this just remind you, this one's the MX, but it's the closest I had at the moment. Let's see if I can pop this open. I'll do a quick walk through the MSR so you can kind of get a layout of that ship too. But here is the layout, just some slight differences. So typically in this room right here, you'd have like living quarters in the QI. In this ship, they just don't have any living quarters and nothing like that. So it still comes with a bed of the QI. It's a quantum interdiction ship. And obviously the next door is just a pilot seat up there. But it's essentially almost the same thing, just about the bed that you can have in here and the quantum interdiction that it has the capabilities for. But yeah, I mean, the Guardian QI, just slight differences. Sorry, I just noticed this is MX right last minute while I was doing this review for the video, but slight differences. Just it has living quarters for the bed. This one, it has the QI has interdiction. This one's just a little different for more focus into fighting combat. So just keep that in mind, just from what I showed you. But the same chassis is what I'm trying to get to the points. Also, again, the QI 260, MSR $260, Meteor $260. So yeah, I mean, those are the options that we currently have for if you're trying to compare the price tags, I would say, between the ships. I'll do a quick walkthrough of just the MSR. I know not a lot of people look at the interior, so I don't even know what room this is. Oh, this is engineering. Okay. Engineering room. Coming soon. Yes, we know. Okay. Elevator go up. And, you know, plenty of cargo back here just to store like a Ursa Rover will fit in here, I believe. Believe it will fit? Yeah, I believe Ursa will fit in here. It's wide enough door. I know a Cyclone definitely fits in here, so. And you get your server room in here. It's got lots of little rooms and hallways. Scanning room in here. It's pretty large for its size. And then you have the turret access. So there's 1, 2. One goes down, the other one goes up. This one goes up, this one goes down. I got that backwards. But yeah, more hallways. Chessboard. You can actually play chess. I did not know that. That's cool. So basically this is like your dining room area, living quarters, habitation. Wait, these are living quarters. Okay. It's got some beds. I don't believe this has storage, does it? It does. 1200K, and you get 4 of these? Or 3? It's 3 beds. Okay. What is open? Another storage unit, so 1200K. So that was right over the bed. There's another one here. Another one here as well. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on the video just over this ship here. It is quite large. I can do a proper review video if you guys want me to. Pilot seat. Oh, wait. And a cargo. But yeah, that's the MSR. Just kind of overall view of just what you get for $260. Guardian over there, QI, well, MX, but you know what I mean. So that's the same chassis, just QI I was trying to mention before. Meteor, I already did a walkthrough in that entire ship and talked it to death in my first video when I first talked about it for the day 1 review. But yeah, and also pilot weapons on the MSR. You also get, I believe those are size 2s or size 3s, one of the above. But it's got some missiles in here too. They're right there. There's a few, not a lot. But yeah, no, I just want to talk about that. Discuss just kind of like what you get for 260, because my thoughts over the Meteor. It's a very beautiful ship, just personally, just for my taste and just from what I heard from others. It's just, you know, they can use the money elsewhere for this ship though. But if you already purchased this ship here and you enjoy it, I mean, by all means, keep it. I mean, I am just talking my thoughts, my overall thoughts and process, just from the few people I talked about this ship here, that they rather just go with something else for, you know, the money. They picked up this ship here, but I mean, if you pick this up and you're enjoying it, please, like, enjoy the ship. I am not at all trying to tell you that you need to get something else. That's not my purpose in the video. This is just the purpose of me speaking my mind of, you know, for the value of the money for 260, what would someone like me or like the few other people I've spoken to would rather get for the same value of the money for $260 for another ship? So, and these were the only other 3 that I could find the same price point, was the Meteor, the MSR, and then the Guardian QI on here. But yeah, that's, all I wanted to wrap this video up was just my final thoughts on this ship here and talk about what you can get in comparison. Yeah, that's all I had for you today, and hope you enjoyed it. So if you enjoyed this content and you want me to do more content like this of, you know, my final thoughts on the ships, just after I review them after the next couple of days, perhaps a week, just depends how much time I have in my schedule, please let me know. If you like this video, please give me a like. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. I will catch you on the next one.